I'm at the helm. See, we're recording now, so we'll just edit later.
Good enough.
Good point. Hey, this is Corey Salter True Floyd with Amerime Media. I'm here with Asia MK. How you doing, Asia?
Hey, I'm just rocking and rolling today. We're gonna make it do what it do.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot to talk about in the news
Hmm.
today. We've got Mountain Dew doing hard liquor. Fire Force is a prequel to another anime series, and Arthur's over. It's kind of sad. Plus that and the situation in Ukraine and how it affects us. This is the Geek Report.
Okay, you did that.
Yep. here we are. Geek Report. Here we go. Where where are we starting? First piece up.
Oh,
Mountain Dew has a Mountain Dew with alcohol arrives in certain locations today. Thank the stars. It is not in my area yet, but I'm pretty sure it's in somebody's. Are
that
you a
looks
Mountain Dew drinker?
that looks really. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a Mountain Dew fan because it's so sweet, and for some reason, it has like a syrupy type of taste. If you know what I mean, did that make sense?
That
A
high
syrupy
fruit
type of
that
taste.
high fructose corn syrup.
Boom, all of my throat. All up in there. And like when I drink like
Phrasing.
Coca Cola or like Fanta or something like that, I don't get that same feeling, but it's just that Mountain Dew,
Mm,
all that sweetness. But I'm curious because all that sweetness, when I think about Mountain Dew, and you mix it with alcohol, you shouldn't really taste it. You know?
I don't know. I have a weird feeling this gives me four loco energy.
Oh, no, those are dangerous. Okay, I advise lightweights do not dip and dabble to the Four Locos. But other than that, you know what? I'm optimistic with the alcoholic, Mountain Dews.
All right. Okay, and in Italian Vanity Fair, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn graced the cover for breaking gender stereotypes in video games. And someone thought of this so quick. I was just like, but Samus though.
I swear the internet is like undefeated. I swear they could take any type of situation and turn it around and just make it a hilarious type of bit. But I I could have saw this coming. Somebody would have made this. That's funny.
I just felt like someone definitely was in the background who already knew the deal was just like, but Samus though. But who? And they were just like, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
Y'all don't pay attention to me anyway.
exactly. That's funny. I'm about to take that.
Ever like it's called Horizon Zero Dawn, but I just call the game Dubstep Park
Good
because
enough.
every time I see one of the creatures, I just think about Jurassic Park with dubstep in it.
Oh my goodness.
It's just dun 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 womp 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 womp. Skrillex is somewhere in the background just saying life finds a beat.
You know what? That's like a beautiful masterpiece. Beautiful masterpiece.
Meanwhile, over in the animation world, oh wait, no,
Okay.
that's not it. I set it
Oh,
up
oh,
wrong,
oh,
and that, but that's okay.
oh. Crossing the line.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
meanwhile, a Fairly Odd Parents trailer came out showing a grown-up Timmy Turner,
Wow.
and it is all the way bad. Like
Oh.
this looks. I mean, the pink shirt, the with Princeton on it, the small chain, the weird reformed Justin Bieber look on his face.
Oh.
I don't. I mean,
I swear they're trying to like remake all of these like nostalgia type of TV shows, but I just want y'all to make something new. Like I don't want this. I don't
I
want to
don't
see
know.
that.
I don't want to see a grown up Timmy Turner because, let's be perfectly honest, Timmy
Mhm.
Turner's a piece of shit.
I need
No,
you to explain.
Timmy Turner literally oozes privilege.
I didn't please want to say that.
And here's why. Here's
Okay, go.
why. One of his best friends is a
Hmm.
dead giveaway for how shitty Timmy Timmy Turner is.
Okay.
Look at look at Chester.
Oh well,
Chester is poor,
he is
dirt poor,
dirt poor.
but he's happy. That's because he has an actual relationship with his dad. Timmy's
I'm
parents
done.
don't shit.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna cry.
Timmy's parents, especially his dad, is like the absolute
He's just
weirdest.
absent-minded. I don't know, like
And the weird thing is, his dad is like everything weird about Hal from Malcolm in the Middle cranked up to an unnecessary notch.
it's it's. I love Malcolm, but also like you brought that up. Oh my gosh,
I love
I
Malcolm in the
forgot to
Middle.
watch that again. Okay,
I
yeah,
love
me
to go.
too.
I love. Mm, where we going? Where we going? Ah, hold on. Uh, okay. Another. Apparently, there's going to be I guess, a reboot of Haunted Mansion. It was done, I think, in the mid 2000s with Eddie Murphy, and
I remember that.
I vaguely remember that.
I remember that. I remember it came on Disney, and I watched like a couple of times when I was younger, of course. But yeah, I remember that. Oh my goodness, that brings back good fun memories. Like when I was younger, of course, I was like, "Ooh, creepy, what?" But now I look back as corny and it's funny. Like it doesn't take that much to make me laugh. So I look after this old stuff, and I'm like, "Ha ha ha!" ha. Okay.
Well, so far we know we have Rosario Dawson, Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Owen Wilson, and Danny DeVito
Oh,
are going to be in this movie, and it's going to be directed by Justin Simeon, the creator of Dear White People.
oh,
So I'm not sure where this story is going to go,
I
but
respect that cast. Okay,
yeah, it's definitely an interesting cast, that's for
definitely.
sure.
And I seen Dear White People, and I'm like, hmm. Now I'm very curious about how this cinematography about to go with this reboot. I'm very curious right now. So I'm optimistic about this one too.
Nothing wrong with optimism. Oh, back over to gaming. Sony has revealed the VR2. It actually looks way more comfortable around the face. My only reason I cringe is because all I think about is Resident Evil 7 in
Oh,
VR.
oh, Resident Evil. I just have a deep love for like the horror gaming genre. Like my first love was like Silent Hill. I loved it,
Ooh,
and then Resident Evil, and then like I just love it. But I'm not gonna lie, I never tried the first VR headset, so I'm like, I'm not too sure, but it looks cool. Like,
look, it was kind of uncomfortable, but it worked. My issue was
mhm.
that game was just a little bit too disgusting to have directly in your face.
I want it more disgusting. Like, bring it, like, the
Cause like,
gore.
cause no, think about it. We're talking about Resident Evil 7, the Baker
And
family.
yeah, bring it. I want it
Think
more.
about it, the mom,
She was absolutely disgusting.
and think about it in VR.
Yes. I'm over like, I'm over like that would be kind of awesomeness in my face, but she was really absolutely disgusting. Like, all jokes aside, I was like, oh
Yeah,
my goodness. I was like,
yeah,
please don't stand up. I'm good. I ain't trying to see all that. I was like,
exactly.
I'm good.
Now imagine how I saw it in VR.
You, I'm
Kill it,
so
kill
sorry.
it all with fire, all
I
of it.
bet you was like, I gotta take a shower after this. This is just too much. Ooh, I cannot.
Oh, wait
Okay,
a minute,
okay,
I'm going the wrong
okay,
way. Well, no,
okay.
that's just a team member. There we go.
I like that picture. Okay, they did that. Where were they were at?
Uh, Microsoft is building a new team over in China to help local video game developers so they can expand overseas. Because Microsoft's biggest issue has always been the Asian market.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's a documentary on it on YouTube made by Microsoft, just saying how they zigged when they should have zagged back in the day, and it's just been an uphill battle ever since. So,
Understandable. Okay.
I'm gonna cheer for them because they really, when it comes to the gaming world as a whole, right now they're kind of underdogs. But for folks who watched that Adam Conover piece we talked about last week,
Mm-hmm.
they might be playing the long game, and it could be savage, very savage.
I can see that. I can see that.
In other gaming news, uh, Marvel Avengers, it really didn't turn out being a good game, and it says a lot for just the whole uh, pay to play service.
Pay to
It's it's just real. It just came off really bad. Heavy microtransactions,
play.
just not a.
I can't stand that. Like nickel and dime you. Like,
And what made it all really bad, it left us such a bad taste in folks' mouth that despite being highly reviewed, Guardians of the Galaxy did not move enough units. And I thought the
really?
Guardians game was actually excellent. It was
Wow.
yeah, like the Guardians of the Galaxy game is fun. It's fun. It plays straight. It definitely feels like an extension of the characters from the film, even though they don't look like them, for legal reasons.
That wasn't.
No, because if everyone really looked like the MCU, the movies, the games budgets would end up being like $600 million.
Exactly. Because you got to pay those people. Like, so, I get it.
And the funny thing is, there are games with this live service mentality that
Mm-hmm.
work. Uh, Destiny 2, GTA Online,
Ooh, I like
Warframe.
GTA. Even on a horrible driver, but
Listen, sometimes you don't even get a chance to be in the car in Grand Theft Auto Online. You could just be minding your business and just
literally
get
trying
shot
to
by the
catch.
Batmobile,
Exactly. I'm like, oh, okay.
or or ran over by the Mach 5.
Literally.
It truly is a scary neighborhood.
Okay.
Okay,
I think I'm
now
back. Okay, there it goes. I
this
disappeared.
is David
I
Jaff.
came
He's
back. Okay,
actually
cool.
no, yeah, you're good. This
Oh,
is David
you hear
Jaff.
me? Oh,
He's yeah.
uh,
I see your fingers. Uh,
that
David
disappeared?
Jaff. No, I see you. I see you. Oh, now you disappeared. Oh. Oh no. Don't
My
worry,
sound
I've got
disappeared. I
you.
was like, I can't hear him no more. Back.
And you're back.
Ooh, man.
Um, Dave, David Jaffe's actually director of the God of War video game,
Ooh,
and
those.
he was online and he asked if players would be willing to kill a nightclub filled with minority NPCs just for a PlayStation Platinum trophy, and he put up a poll.
Oh, so he was about this life. Okay, he was really curious. Okay.
He put up a poll, and 57% said no, and 42% said yes.
Interesting.
And the reason behind it, he wanted to see how how detached people are when it comes to games,
Mm-hmm.
because when he was a younger guy he didn't really care, but as he got older he would just treat NPC interactions like normal people. I
I
mean,
get it.
it definitely in the world of Twitter it got really weird and people got mad. So
Oh man, I can. Okay.
it,
Uh,
it's just it's a very weird situation.
it's really
It's
weird.
just one of those things where it's just like I understand where you came from, but a lot of people are going to take this the wrong way.
Exactly. I can see how
Uh, speaking of taking things the wrong way, apparently Jerry Bruckheimer is going to make a Beyblade movie.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm very curious about that. I remember when going back to like Sonic and stuff like that. I remember when Sonic was in the talks. I was like, not too sure about that. And going to this Beyblade stuff, I'm like,
Beyblade.
another optimistic thing that's going on with me. I'm kind of curious how that's going to go.
I don't know. The fact that it's Jerry Bruckheimer, I'm just like, I mean, we went
Because
from
it's him.
Pirates of the Caribbean to
Pirates of the Caribbean was
Beyblade.
cute. I like Pirates of the Caribbean,
And
but I never see what you're trying to say. Makes me very, very
it's
curious.
it's Beyblade, like it's literally spinning tops battling. I was
Which I
surprised
love.
that anime lasted as long as it did because they were so dead serious.
Literally.
Let it
Man,
rip.
I like that. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Wow, Beyblade. Wow, okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like a horrible idea. This is just like this is just like 3 years ago when Sony was like, "Yeah, we're gonna make a DDR video game." I'm just like,
I'm very curious. Like, it
and the
takes me
weird,
back to like the Yu-Gi-Oh card games, the Digimon. It brings back to all of that. It's just
well, no, Digimon as a film, as a live action film, makes a little bit more sense.
no kind of dope though.
And no, just a little bit because we've seen Detective Pikachu.
I freaking love.
So we could
Yeah.
see a world where there's digital monsters
Mm-hmm.
and regular people, but this is spinning tops.
You can put a little spin on it, some little transformer type. Nah, I don't need transformer type stuff. Put a little pizzazz on
Yeah,
the face.
last thing we need is Michael Bay doing Beyblade. I'm good. For some reason there's gonna be explosions, a woman in a
Literally.
thong bikini coming out in between rounds for some
Exactly.
reason.
Lightning bolts, like, get it popping. Like,
Uh,
that was ridiculous though.
mm. Now, as much as I hate WeGotThisCovered.com,
Uh-huh.
this actually is a good conversation.
Okay.
The internet has been debating if Wonder Woman 84 is one of the worst superhero films ever. I'm not gonna lie, it ain't great.
I did not like it. I just
It ain't great. The tone is just a little bit way off compared to the last film.
yeah,
Uh,
no.
no, go ahead.
I really liked how they did the first film. However, going to the second film is something about it was something about the feel, how they're trying to like tie what happened to what happened in the last film and tie it into this current film, and then how they're trying to like give a message. Just like it doesn't always have to have like a message. It could just be about action, but the way they're trying to tie everything, just press home a message and try to like squeeze everybody together and stuff like that. I just feel like it was a little bit forced, so it made
A
the
little
film
bit.
fall flat for me. How they're trying to get all these objectives into this film. That's how I felt, but I'm not too sure. But it wasn't my favorite film at all.
I mean, it's not the worst, but I
Shouldn't be
mean,
the worst.
I hated what they did with Cheetah. I
Oh,
thought
oh, they could have
I
did
thought
way better design on that.
I felt really bad. I felt bad for Kristen Wiig because when she's not doing comedy, she's actually really good at drama,
She actually is.
which ironically is a big, very, very interesting thing that happens with a lot of people in comedy. Like they're funny as hell, but when they turn on the drama, it's on.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt that didn't work out for her. as well. I hated the whole bringing Chris Pine back to life
And
thing.
like I said, what they did with the last one, trying to bring, it could have.
I didn't even like the first one.
I just kind of like the first one. I just kind of like. I like it way better than.
In fact, in comparison of the two, yeah, I guess the first one's okay.
Yeah.
I
It's
did
not the best.
it's too much. It's too much like Captain America for me. Sorry,
Oh,
it is.
I
Don't-
forgot about Captain America.
it literally plays the same beats from Captain America: The First Avenger.
I can definitely see that correlation.
I mean, it's right there. Think about it. Both movies had a guy named Steve, played by a guy named Chris, that sacrifices himself in a plane.
That- what a coincidence. Hmm. Oh man.
I could go further, but we'll save that for another day.
Touche, touche.
All right, so the finale of Arthur happened, and I watched it. Of course, I did. And I'm not gonna lie, I was upset with all the character designs.
All
Just because and it's just because I've seen fan art do it better.
fan art's the best. That's where I get my inspiration from when I look at fan art. Cause I like how they like recreate, reconfigure, have their own like views on how this character should look or be like. But yeah, I feel you on
Like Arthur's got his beanie on, just got his mustache going, got the hoodie and jacket combo.
that.
Beanie is clearly a hipster that lifts. Buster is clearly a stoner.
Oh my goodness.
DW's a popular chick. Muffy's the rich girl, and Brain looked like he's just on his a very OG status out here, looking like he hangs out with Chance the Rapper. Meanwhile, down here, what the fuck do we have going on?
I could not
Like,
do that.
look at his hair. Oh my god. Like, first off, this means that Arthur has been just rocking a baldy all this time.
And now
DW being the cops. I mean, ew. Buster's
like, literally. Oh my goodness.
Buffy's like Buster's the last person I see being a school teacher, and Mickey
Literally.
Mars looked like he done converted over to Jesus. He like he about to ask you to pass around a collection plate right now,
Literally.
especially with this husky ass Steve Harvey tie.
Not the Steve Harvey tie. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, top 3 aces on the board.
Oh my goodness.
One child show had a stoner singing a theme song.
Literally. Not. If they were struggling like this, they could at least went to the fans. Like if they needed a little bit of help, like they were struggling.
They definitely should have went to the fans because this is not it.
I cannot.
When I find out the name of the artist, I'm definitely gonna tag him in this. But shout out to the artist. I appreciate you.
They look way better.
Now, I'm older, so you might not know this.
Oh, let's see.
So, back in the day, the 90s, there was a character named Gex. He actually had three really hit games, and he kind of just faded away into obscurity. Now, he originally started on a system that was doomed to fail, the Panasonic 3DO, but then he was acquired by Square Enix, and he was on PlayStation.
Okay.
Apparently, they recently have renewed his trademark, so we might be getting a new Gex game that could be for the better, because you cannot bring back the original Gex games just because there's a lot of offensive material.
Yeah.
It goes from 0 to racist real fast. Like, it has not aged well.
Oh, it's one of those type of things. Okay.
Listen, the '90s were a weird time. People were just making stuff.
It was wild.
No one thought about anyone getting offended 20 years later. Go figure. It's okay.
Man.
Uh, now I haven't finished Fire Force. Uh, I'm like what 3, 4 episodes away, but apparently it's a prequel to Soul Eater, and everyone's losing their mind. So now I got to go back and find all the breadcrumbs. Have you seen this yet?
I haven't seen that yet.
All right. Hey, listen.
Mm.
People's anime schedules is fat. We can't catch everything,
Literally.
especially when it comes to the ones that everybody's watching, like Fire Force, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. Like, there's a lot of ones that don't have the hype machine behind it, but they have a loyal fan base. So I'm gonna get to it, and eventually I'm gonna be able to elaborate on it.
I need to go ahead and put it on my list to go ahead and watch because
Mhm.
I'm curious. Oh,
Now,
Punch Man?
yes. Now, animation studio Mappa is animating the third season of One Punch Man,
Map?
and Mappa, and I am behind this 100%. I love that studio.
Okay, because I know they're
I
doing well. They did the final season of second part
Attack on
of. That's right.
they also do Yuri on Ice, Kids on the Slope, Banana Fish, Terror and Resonance, and one of my personal favorites, Hajime no Ippo. So,
They do all that.
hmm?
I didn't know they do all that. Oh, they
Oh yeah, like
working.
yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to action and just beautiful overall presentations, Mappa is really good. So this is going to be a awesome third season because I wasn't too keen on the second season. It was
Oh
I.
yeah. Mm.
It was I.
Yeah, it was all right. Like my hype went a little bit down. The first season, I was like, yes, I can't wait. And then when the second season came, I was like, ooh, it's kind of like a downer. It's like, it feels like a
Because the
lower
tournament was
tempo. I don't know.
that's because the tournament was like low key ass.
Yeah, low key. Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, I love that show. Yeah.
like the tournament was low key ass. Now this is actually, if you're a big Rick and Morty fan and a Solar Opposites fan, the animation teams behind them have decided to unionize,
Oh.
and
Hmm.
I'm 100% for that. I'm 100% for that. They got to get their money. If you take the time out to like really look at the industry, a lot of the artists, be it in animation or in video games, they
Yeah.
get screwed over a lot.
Yes.
They work all these crazy hours.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sometimes they're not even getting a chance to go home, and then if something as soon as a project's done, it's like everyone's fired.
That's
So
cool. They
so
got better.
hopefully, and Justin Roiland is definitely one of the, and Dan Harmon are definitely people who understand the craft. So hopefully they're allowing this to facilitate in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So my heart goes out to them.
Literally.
Here we go. Now, in Baltimore, John Williams had a small concert for 2,400 people, and
Okay.
he conducted a music program. John Williams, we all know this man's name. Star Wars, Jaws. He is the conductor of all conductors. Now, everyone got to see it except for this one security guard. But luckily, one of the guys decided to serenade her with his own personal concert. I
Oh.
just thought this was really cool. From what I understand, he played Duel of the Fates, uh, Star Wars intro, and he did Jaws.
I love that. Oh.
So there's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world. I just wanted to highlight, one really cool thing.
That's touching. Oh,
Yeah, you gotta, yeah,
the people got hearts out here.
got to. Now, Lost game came out. Originally, I heard about this game in 2021. Lost Ark.
Mhm.
Actually, seen a few ads for it on YouTube when I was trying to skip videos. But it come to turn out it's ended up being one of the biggest hits. It's a big hit in South Korea, and it's starting to become a big hit over here in the U.S. and other markets.
Yeah.
As of right now, they have 1.3 million players online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Oh,
I mean, I gotta admit, I didn't know.
I didn't know either. I was
So
new every day.
so I'm definitely going to be trying to check this out, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure there's one or two folks out here who already know about this game. So hopefully, it'll let us know somewhere in the comment section.
Yeah, 'cause I'm curious.
Hold on, there we go. Ah, oh,
Oh,
sorry. Here we go.
uh-uh.
All right, so Obsidian and Bethesda are now under the same umbrella, and apparently Fallout New Vegas 2 is being talked about.
Oh, really?
Fallout needs a win.
Fallout is fire. Okay.
Fallout was fire, but Fallout 76 is just it's just been a series of L's. I mean, as a Philly
Not a
dude,
series of L's.
this is a Meek Mill level of L's when it
I
came
know
to
you did not
Fallout
just say
76. It is. It's just it was just a series of L's. It was just like when the game launched, broke up with Nikki. It was like NPCs ain't responding. It was like caught him slipping on ice. It was like DLC was talking about a free for all battle royale. I'm like, who asked for all of this?
I cannot today.
This was pretty much that was pretty much the Drake killer for me. But yeah. I ain't shit for that one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, I'm horrible. But what's your favorite Fallout?
Ooh, that's tough.
Ooh,
That's tough.
Fallout 3
Mm,
or Fallout 2? Ooh,
I'm gonna have to go with
Fallout 4? Oh,
the special place in my heart is two.
mm,
Special place in my heart.
okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. No judgment whatsoever.
That's when people ask me about Bioshock. They're like, which was your favorite? I'm like, the first one. Just soft spot.
Yo,
That's how I feel about Fallout 2.
yo, BioShock, the first one really is
Yeah.
still the best one.
I
Then
swear.
then it's Infinite, then it's BioShock 2.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that order too. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I had a pause for it. It's like, no. I said, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side note: did you know that Netflix is doing a live action BioShock movie?
Are you serious?
I don't make these things
Netflix
up.
See, that's why my money, my prescription went up. That's why. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good on $20.
I'm personally nervous about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because BioShock is such a large world to build
Absolutely.
that I need that in the hands of professionals. Like,
Professional.
cause when it comes to Netflix, I've seen some bangers and I've also seen some shit. Looking at you, Death Note.
You got a point. You got a point. They got some fire shows on there. They got some fire movies on there. But there's sometimes I think that they work so hard to like give out so much content because they're trying to get people bang for your buck and be like, you know what, we're raising prices because this and that. You know, yes, we're giving you content. But sometimes putting out so much content, it like lacks with like quality.
Yeah, second season of Tiger King was like really bad anime filler.
Ooh. Yeah, I was like, y'all could just left for that the first season. I was content with the first season. If y'all had like way more content than you do you have now? Cool, do a second season. But I felt like there was like squeezing content so
Mm-hmm.
hard. I was like, let it go. Let it go.
Squeezing it harder than that big cat on that woman's skull. The husband's skull.
You ain't right.
Good old Carol Baskin.
Damn Carol Baskin. Oh my goodness. I couldn't stop hearing her name or the Tiger King's name like back in 2020. That their name was hot on the streets. It was so entertaining. Good times.
But what else have you binged on Netflix? That was really good.
So binge on Netflix. Oh, okay. Don't judge me. So I was late to the party. I was late, but I'm back. I'm watching Ozark.
Oh, okay.
I did not know it was popping like that until like a couple weeks ago. Cause I guess
Mm.
they released their final season. I guess
The
this is
first part of it.
oh they're doing the parts like okay. I guess that's the popular thing right now. You know, break up the last season too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it, but I'm binge watching that. I'm on season 2, I believe, midway through season 2. But yeah, I'm
Mm.
binge watching through that, and it's interesting and it's stressful. And I realize that after each episode, they keep getting into some more ish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, when would y'all ever get out? How about you? You binge watching?
I, I I did though that first season. The main what got me in was Jason Bateman because I know him from a lot of comedies.
Yeah.
So I was just like, so I was like, all right, Ozark, it's gonna be funny. 5 minutes in, oh my god!
I was, ooh. I said, wait a minute.
I was just like, and by the end of the first season, I was like, oh,
Exactly.
I was like, I'm not sure who's gonna make it now.
Every episode, I'm like, who gonna get clapped? Who's who? But yeah, just I like it.
But look, hey, look, we're at the end.
I made it.
You made it. See what are you what were you sweating for?
I was like, I'm gonna say something wrong, you know. I'm gonna stumble on my words probably. I'm going to be like a deer in the headlights. I had so much stuff on my mind. I was like, I'm gonna mess up. Like, and even though
Eh,
like I watched previous episodes, like it's like chill and fun and lighthearted, but I'm over here like I'm an overthinker, okay? So I'm over here thinking to myself, like, oh my goodness. Like,
you're an
what about this
overthinker, huh? What's your
overthinker?
sign, dear?
Sagittarius.
Mm, I see.
When I tell people
But
that they go, ooh.
but before we sign off though, we need to tackle something pretty serious.
Ooh.
Um, so of course, folks are watching. You're well aware of what's happening in the news over in Ukraine, and this is this is a nation declaring war on another, and the people in between are the biggest victims of all. Uh, and I said earlier that this would how that this would have affect us in a certain a particular way. Believe it or not, there's a couple game studios that work in and outside of Ukraine. One of them being CD Project Red, the company behind The Witcher and of course Cyberpunk 2077.
Mhm.
And hopefully you guys get if you have a chance and if you have the funds, please look into local Polish humanitarianism and donate what you can. uh, that also goes for another studio, 11-bit studios, who just recently announced that every cent made from their survival game, The War of Mine, will be donated to the Ukrainian Red Cross. So, and The War of Mine is actually a game where you have to survive a country invading yours. So it's a it's a little morbid and definitely probably hits too close to home in a lot of people's cases. But I believe that their heart is in the right place. So the people of Ukraine, we do stand with you, and you are in our hearts and minds. All right, I know that was really serious, man. Man,
Yeah, a little tear. I was like, "Oh, this sounded so beautiful." I was like, "Oh my goodness,
I know, man, because you have to
I
get
could have said it
serious.
better."
Cause it's like you got to know. Hey, all jokes aside, wait a minute.
Yeah, because I know there's
So
a lot of jokes on. Don't go on Twitter because it's a madhouse over there. It is.
yeah,
Whew,
there's nothing funny about real war. There really isn't.
really not. Mm-mm.
It that's just facts. I mean, I get it when we're playing war games like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's easy to make fun of stuff like a tank rolling down the street, but when it's outside really happening to people and missiles are being launched in the air
Mm-hmm.
and 185 people are confirmed dead, it's not really a laughing matter.
Exactly. Put
Yeah,
yourself in their
so
shoes. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so if the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't be laughing, and
Exactly. I
that's why I'm not
wouldn't.
laughing now.
That's right.
But Asia, I want to thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
You were
It's just
absolute
been so fun.
treat. I
Yeah,
would love for you to come back and sit down with us again and just get a chance to chat about you.
that would be so fun. I'll be less nervous. Less nervous. Not completely nerves gone, but I'll be a little less nervous. But yeah, I'll be excited to do that. Yeah.
All right. And now for you folks who have been out there watching, of course, we want to stop and take a moment to thank you for tuning in. Especially our YouTubers. Make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe button, and make sure you flick that bell just so you can get notifications for when more Amerime Media content is coming your way. So I guess it's time to say goodbye until next time. Asia MK, where can they find you online, social media wise?
So you can find me on all my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, oh, I'm so old. Like, I just got TikTok at Asian MK.
Every time I hear your name, I just think about Mr. Mackey. Okay.
That's where I got it from. That's where I got
Asia,
it from.
Asia, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly where I got it from. I loved that. Okay, and I was like, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna keep that. Mm-hmm.
By the way, love your recent photo set I saw come out with you and Love Paper Doll. Am I
Yes,
correct?
that's my little girl.
Oh, it's
Oh yeah.
it's a great spread. Folks, please make sure you take the time out to follow her. But make sure you follow us as well, Amerime Media, AMERIMEMEDIA. That's Facebook, Instagrams, and the Twitters. And I do believe we have of the ticking of the talking. You think you old? Somebody old when they put the in front of it. Like you can follow us on the TikTok.
Yeah. My grandma be saying that. She be saying that. She like, did you see my game on the Facebook? I'm like, Grandma, you could just like you can text me, like you ain't gotta like put it in the Facebook Messenger, like okay.
But seriously, folks, this is us signing out. Please take care. Be well.
Peace.